Imagine you're stranded in the wild, and the one tool standing between you and disaster is the knife in your hand. Choose wrong, and it could cost you everything. That's exactly why picking the right survival knife isn't just a purchase, it's a life-saving decision. Whether you're bushcrafting, camping, hiking, or prepping for the unexpected, your blade needs to be tough, reliable, and ready for anything. In today's video, we've handpicked and rigorously tested the top 8 best survival knives on the market right now. From batoning wood and cutting rope to edge retention and grip comfort in real outdoor conditions. We didn't just read specs, we put every single knife through hands-on field testing to bring you honest, no BS results. So if you're searching for the best survival knife of 2026 that won't let you down when it matters most, stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one deserves a spot in your gear bag. Links to the best prices on every knife we mention are in the description box below and pinned in the top comment, so you can grab the best deal before it's gone. Let's jump right in. Number 8. Schwarz Knives Lost Trail 5. The Lost Trail 5 is a beautifully designed camp knife that excels at processing wood and starting fires. The blade carves nicely and holds up Rocky style to a lot of abuse, and the handle has a comfortable grippy texture and a thickness that lets you keep a firm grip through a lot of hard use tasks. The star might be the sheath though. It's Kydex with standard hole spacing, so it's compatible with more of your favorite third-party belt clip options. It hangs on a thick steel drop rig assembly and a leather loop, both of which were made and tested to last. The retention is in a sweet spot for smooth deployment, and for once we found ourselves liking the way a vertical carry system rode on the belt while hiking. One thing to look out for with this knife is the high carbon tool steel. A2 is far from being stainless. The Cerakote coating held up just fine in our testing though. We hiked up plenty of creeks and got caked in enough dirt to be confident the LT5's blade won't show any rust for at least a couple of days of camping, until we can get another coat of oil on it. Beyond that, the steel is incredibly well treated. The Schwarz team tested the hell out of it to get the hardness where they wanted it, and we were pretty surprised at what it could do after so much batoning and chopping. Number 7. EC4. This is a bit of a pry bar with a good handle. I don't exactly mean that in a bad way. EC tends to make their knives to be modified, and that includes the edge of the blade. The EC4 become the survival knife standard though, and for good reason. The designers at Randall's Adventure Training don't put anything into production that they haven't tested thoroughly in the field. The EC4 is probably one of the most versatile outdoor knives we've tested. The thick blade and thick edge can smash through a lot of work on a campground, and the handle has a mostly neutral shape except for a bit of curvature that lets the hand nestle against the finger guard, so the knife feels secure in a lot of different grips. There are a few different sheath options for it, but the most helpful one is probably the nylon-backed version that's MOLA compatible. They also make this with 3 DG10 handle scales, which fill the hand quite a bit better, but you don't get the same fabric feeling of micarta. Number 6. Toor Brauler. The Brawler is little smaller than most of the knives in this article with an overall length of 8 inches. Its size almost kept it out of this article, but the Brawler surprised us with its survival task capability at every turn. This is a tactical first knife that does a decent job as a small survival knife. If versatility is important, the Brawler is tough to beat. It can be carried in a front pocket with or without an ulti-clip. It can be carried vertically or horizontally using Toor's ultimate belt attachment, or it can be carried inside the waistband using a waistband clip. Toor also makes a MOLA-compatible clip if that is your thing. The downside is that all these clips are add-ons that have to be bought separately. The sheath is lined, which makes quiet blade deployment and replacement a possibility. Initially, we were worried the lining would negatively affect the retention, but the Kydex sheath never failed us. We now consider the sheath one of the Brawler's best features. Toor has been making tactical knives for years, and they are a well-respected name in military and law enforcement circles. Their knives are not cheap, but that does not stop them from being sold out on a regular basis. This was something we understood after spending a few weeks with the Brawler. Number 5. Reiff F4. Reiff handles don't feel like any other knife we've carried. They have something like the shape of some Ka-Bar Becker knives, but Reiff grinds the top of the handle so it flares out. It's not the kind of thing you notice until you hold it, but that shaping gives the F4 an incredibly secure grip, so even the smooth G10 scales never seem to slip from the hand. If the F4 had a Scandi grind, we would probably hold it as a pure bushcraft pick, but the flat grind, firm grip ergos, and tough powder steel leave a lot of room for creative utility if you find yourself in an emergency situation. They also usually send this knife with a Kydex sheath and a leather sheath. That Kydex option rides really light on the belt. And the belt carry system can freely rotate, so there are a lot of ways to carry the knife. To say nothing about how easily the F4 deploys from the sheath. The F4 is now available with a Magna-Cut steel blade, which is a great option for anyone who likes a knife with good edge retention and great corrosion resistance. Or number 4, Ka-Bar BK18. We mentioned before that pretty much every Ethan Becker design fits in this list, but we wanted to point out the BK18 from the lineup because the blade shape makes it a little more unique. Ergonomically, it gives the thumb a little more purchase further up the blade, which is nice for bushcrafty things like carving notches and feather sticks. But this was very much designed with a tactical mindset. They've used the extra steel from the harpoon shape to reinforce the tip, and the blade has a little more height than most other Becker knives, so there's a little more belly. All of which seems to add up to the BK18 being a bit slicier than your average KA bar. Number 3, Ka-Bar BK7. The BK7 sits somewhere in between a machete and a Bowie knife. It has a strong clip point, and it's even weighted like a lot of big Bowies. Plus, the jimping along that hump on the spine gives you a lot more control for a certain amount of carving work. It still feels like a big damn knife, but that mix of elements around the top of the handle does a lot to make the BK7 feel a lot more manageable for tasks other than swinging and stabbing. When it comes to swinging though, this is a beast of a knife. The handle shape provides grip security that's great for getting and controlling a lot of momentum in your swing. The factory edge isn't perfectly optimized for chopping, but this is the kind of design that makes it easy to find a way around the edge getting munged up. You'll see 1 or 2 other Ethan Becker designs on this list, but the truth is that Ka-Bar Becker knives could fill this whole list out. Pick up any of his knives, and you'll be holding a good tool for just about any survival situation. Number 2, White River Firecraft Puko. The Firecraft leans more toward the bushcraft element of survival than the tactical, but between the size, weight, and the ring at the pommel, the Firecraft is a good subtle carry option with a solid grip that deploys out of the sheath fast. The way it's been optimized for starting fires also gives it a sort of woodsy multi-tool characteristic. It works beautifully with a fire steel, and while we've never been big fans of using fire bows, the steel divot they put in the handle for it is one of those little features that often ends up offering a lot of utility for how little space it takes up. The first starter is also one of the better stainless steel options on the list. S35VN might be getting a little retro in terms of super steels, but it's still a ringer for edge retention and corrosion resistance. Number 1, Ka-Bar John Eck Commando Short Clip Point. This might be the most campground-friendly version of a John Eck line. The fighting knife-centric genre of battlefield knives has seen a lot of war and change over the years, but this latest iteration by Ka-Bar made it more compact with an overall shape and design that emphasizes utility over combat. It carries well on the belt, and it's so well balanced that it feels a lot lighter than it actually is. It still has the handle scallops typical of an EK knife, which go a long way in providing a solid grip on otherwise smooth and economically sized scales. It's not the most comfortable knife, but it stays in the hand, indexes beautifully, handles all manner of wood processing tasks like a champ, and can take an enormous amount of abuse. So, that wraps up our list of the best survival knives. If this video was useful to you, kindly click the thumbs up button. Which one will you pick? Describe your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an updates. Everyone who had come this far, I'm hoping to see you in the next video.